at no referral team that I've ever been to except for mine, does everybody go around the room and say how much business they closed from somebody else in the room. But that's the key of why we're there. So how do you grow unless you measure it? So we measure it every single meeting. And I just go around and say, okay, if you close business, tell us who you got the referral from and how much it was, and I record it. And if you didn't close anything, pass. And we go around really quickly, one at a time to say pass, or I got a $7,000 piece of business, and it came from Jamar, and I closed it. And then everybody goes, yeah, they go crazy, we celebrate them, then we go on to the next person.
Right.
But that way, people's believer is increased in the process, so they stick around another month and they continue doing the right things.
Sure.
Their believer is increased in the vision that you're setting for where you're going with your work.
Their what?
Believer.
Their believer?
Yeah. Their belief in you, not their believer.
Yeah, that's okay.
So their believer is increased. Also, where was I going with that? It encourages them to give more referrals, because some of the referral generation systems I have are not easy. Like the kind, like Nikki told me about some of them the first time we did them, and my heart like sunk into my stomach, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can do that.
Okay.
But people hearing the reinforcement of they're making money makes me want to go out and create money.
Sure.
Really, it tells everybody what to focus on. We start the meeting off and set the tone of this is about creating revenue for each other. And then what we do is we go through quick announcements. Okay, and this is the announcement of what the activity is going to be. I have an activities chair that's...
activity at the referral team meeting or at the event?
We have no activity at the referral team meeting.
Okay, because some people do, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, they're not using a referral generation system, which we'll talk about later.
Sorry, but you mean event activity?
Yeah, the events activity.
Very good.
We talk about the activity, we talk about coming events, so everybody's on the same page. We talk about the rock and core value. Typically we've had somebody picked out in our head before. If not, I'll remind everybody what the core value is, explain them what it means, give them all a little sheet of paper and say, okay, take 30 seconds, vote, and turn it into me.
Okay.
I think that's it in terms of announcements. It's really, here's the activity, this is how it goes. Anybody have questions about this? Nope, boom, next. Here are coming events, here's a rock, turn your votes, boom. And this is 10 minutes.
Okay.
The money part, sometimes it takes 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how many people we have in the room.
Yep.
And this name your name part takes about 30 minutes. So we just eat up your first hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Next is the 411, or strategic invites. This is how we do this. You can do this once or you can do it every single time. But basically what I do is I tell people who sees the same people you do. I give them a sheet with a bunch of lines on it, right? And I give them 5 minutes to just brainstorm who it is. So they write down everybody in there. So, for you it'll be financial planner, and it'll be a business coach, and it'll be marketing coach, and And then I have everybody read off their lists, and we write them all on the board.
Okay.
And then, after we have a board filled with 10, 20, 30, 40 different roles, say, okay, I start with the first one. Who knows a marketing coach? And then everybody seeks through their contacts and pulls up somebody's name and number. Who knows financial planner?
Right.
Focuses on business owners.
Yep.
And we just keep going until I get to the desired number. Now my desired number of invitations is somewhere between 15 and 20. To net anywhere from 5 to 10 at the event. So if you consistently want 10 guests, I have 25 people on your list. And the key to making this conversion isn't just sending it upstairs, but is making sure everybody that gave you those introductions calls those people and personally emails them. The other thing to do with this list after you do it once is make sure somebody writes it down. Preferably it's your, not your activation chair, your recruiting chair.
Mm-hmm. That's presuming we had a recruiting chair.
Well,
there is
recruit
that.
them and then elect them.
Yeah,
hey, welcome to the
exactly.
board. You got a
No,
job.
That's okay. Just screwing around a little bit.
Right. Presuming it's not just two of us in a room right now.
Exactly. Right. There you go.
So they keep that list. So then every week you don't have to recreate it. So you don't have to take the time to do that.
Right.
But really, you're just saying, okay. So last week we ended up at the, at the IT guy. So this week we're going to go with business furniture. Who knows somebody in business furniture? Until you can get to 25 intros.
Right.
So if you want to build the event fast, you got to do that every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go on, this is one of the most important parts of really creating a great event that has the people that you want to meet face to face. Any questions on how to make this rock every single meeting?
Nope.
Okay, it's pretty simple. This will literally take you about 45 minutes. I wish it took less time, but it always takes a lot of time. Okay, and then the last part is your referral trading. Okay, so you've gotten past strategic invites. You've gotten past strategic or referral invites at the Name Your Needs session at the beginning. And then the last thing you do is you trade straight money. It's like people are just passing on $100 bills around the table.
Okay.
One of my referral team members, he'll point blank say, Jamar, I love money, and the only reason I come to the meeting and stay for the entire 3 hours is because the referral trading part is at the end. I know that's where I make the money.
Right.
So we'll talk about referral generation systems in a minute for this referral trading piece.
Mm-hmm.
But this will take you 1 to 1.5 hours. So, this meeting, at a minimum, should take you about 2 hours and 30 minutes. And it's not about the length of the meeting, it's about the content.
Sure. Absolutely.
And if you're doing this every single time, even if it's a mini version, like you may not do 25 strategic invites since you're doing one meeting a month,
Mm-hmm.
you may do 7 each time, right?
You mean since we're doing 4 meetings a month, 7 at each meeting?
Right.
I gotcha.
I said something completely backwards.
That's right. I knew what you meant though.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So that'll be a little bit smaller. This part you may only need to do once a month, right?
Mhm.
But every single time, boom, 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 doing those and squeezing it into an hour, you can do in small.
Right.
chunks.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Good. Before we move on to recruiting, thoughts, comments, questions about this?
No. I'm sorry I don't have any more questions. I mean, it makes real good sense, and it's in line with what we've already discussed doing. So it's just it fits very well. It's a very usable format. So
Good. Yeah. And the funny thing is I think that Aristotle, some old guy, said to know and not to do is really not to know. And so there's a lot of chairs that I meet with that they're like, oh yeah, dude, I totally know this.
Mhm.
They're doing something completely opposite.
Mhm.
So the genius in you will be to take this and just do it every time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's that simple. And some people have come up to me and they're like, how are you getting these results that you're getting? And I'm just like, I just follow the system and I just do it every single time.
Right.